Hello everyone and welcome to the Door-to-Door YouTube channel. Today I'm doing another unboxing video. So if you've seen my previous unboxing video with the new line from Liftmaster, we did the 2220L, the kind of entry level into the new Liftmaster 3.0 line. This would be the next model up. There is the battery backup version, but the next model up, they consider their plus model, is this one right here. This is the 6580L.
Door to door, door to door, door to door.
So this is going to replace like the 84505 and the 84504, I believe, from the last generation, where they had kind of some features and others, some without. This kind of has it all. It's going to have your built-in Wi-Fi. They'll have that now. Battery backup. This is a belt drive, so it's going to be a little bit quieter than the than the other chain drive model. As well as this has a 360 camera now, where the 2220L, the one below this, only has the front-facing camera. This has a 360 camera that you can point in any direction. So if you don't want to have it staring at the door, if you want to have it, have it looking at a walk-in door or something else that you want to be able to keep an eye on, you can move that around now. So that's a pretty cool feature. So let's open it up and see what's inside. A little bit smaller, compact box. A little bit tight to get out of here, but let's push her out. It's got a little handle to pull, but I should rip it before I get them out. Come on, let's just dump it. It's a little tight getting out of here. You pack a lot in this small box. All right. Let's see what's in here now. Alrighty. So here we have the unit itself. Alrighty, let's see what we got inside here, shall we? So you got your wall button, or your wired-in wall button. This one comes with a battery backup. So the nice thing about the battery backup is it should work for, they say about either 3 days or 20 cycles, about 20 ups and downs. And it's a rechargeable battery, so power goes out, this kicks on, the opener will still open and close. On the low power feature, so a little bit slower, it's going to beep to let you know that it's in that battery backup mode, but you'll be able to open and close the door for a few times before this will no longer work. So hopefully you're only out for a little bit. Then this is rechargeable. As soon as you get power back, it's going to charge itself back up and be ready for the next time. Cap for your belt, keep the dust and stuff off the belt. This is a belt drive. New set of the newer slimmer photo eyes. Also have your spring brackets for the your clip-on track brackets for the photo eyes. Comes with one handheld remote. This machine only comes with one 3-button remote. Obviously, we have additional remotes if you need one, as well as we usually pair it with the keypad. But this particular machine only comes with one remote. It doesn't come with the extra remote or keypad that you might see in some of them. Operator bracket. The J to your J bar. Some extra wire. What else is in here? Your bag of parts and nuts and bolts, all that stuff. Your front end bracket to attach the front end. And then this is just some packaging. And this is the actual unit itself. So this is the actual unit. The rail is separately. Being a professional company, Liftmaster, we use the one-piece rails. So that you pair separately with this, but this is the actual unit. It's nice and slim. Nice thing about this too, it's got built-in LEDs on the bottom, so you don't need to worry about light bulbs anymore. And they're very bright, so if you need some light in the garage, these do give off a lot of light. Nice thing about these two, they have these nice little covers for the wires and all the buttons, so when you're not using it, when you don't need to be programmed or anything, they're all hidden away. Your battery backup battery hides in that little door right there. And yeah, so it's a good sleek unit. Nice thing about this one as well compared to the lower, the contractor models, the 2220L, is this one, the hangs are at the same spacing where they made the new one. Those other ones a little bit narrower, so you don't have to move the hangs. If you were reinstalling this where there was previously a Liftmaster, if you're just upgrading. Like I said, it does have a little camera that comes out the bottom, and then that's actually on a 360 swivel. So you can point it towards the door, towards a walk-in door, or anywhere you think that will you'd like to keep an eye on. And it just kind of tucks away there if you weren't going to use it. It is all powered by MyQ, so you can get the application on your phone that will allow you to work and monitor the opener as well as the standard wall button handheld remotes that you're used to. But you can hook up the phone app. That's where you'll work you'll have access to the camera. You can pay attention to that for a small subscription fee. You can actually have it store, just like your Ring doorbell, have it store the videos for a certain amount of time. But for the free version, you can always just get live views of the camera and then work the door as far as operating it, as well as setting up alerts. Anytime the door does open or close, you can get that alert with the app. But yeah, no, this is we like these units so far. This is on their newest frequency, the Security 3.0 frequency. So it's supposed to be much better with interference. We've been seeing a lot of that with the older machines. Just so many frequencies now with Bluetooth everything and Wi-Fi everything that the older receivers they get confused with all these signals in the air. So this new 3.0 plus security frequency is supposed to be much better with the interference, and two, they're working to make things more compatible, as well as it's going to lock out a lot of those counterfeit and third-party remotes and keypads. We've been seeing that. You find them on Amazon, and they're just nothing but problems. They rarely ever work. And if they do work for you, that's great, because generally they're hit or miss on if they work. So again, this is the 6580L. This is their in their plus line. They kind of pared down a bunch of models to this one. This kind of seems to be centered as the machine Liftmaster, the go-to Liftmaster for machine now. They're really trying to gear this in as the one you want. I mean, the lesser ones are more they're considering for builder grade options, for new construction to work with builders and stuff to offer a little bit smaller, lower of a price point. But this one's kind of got all the features at a great price that you can see they've geared this one to be that they want to be their go-to. They do have the 6690L, the next one up from that, which is pretty much the same machine. It's got the halo lighting, so it's a little bit brighter, different housing, but more or less it's going to be the same machine. They do rate these differently horsepower-wise, although from what I've been told with the DC motors, they're all DC motor now, that they don't really weight it in horsepower. It's more newtons. And as far as I know, the motors are all generally the same. So they do say these are a little bit stronger than the ones below, and then the ones above this are even stronger than that. But as far as I can tell, it's most of the same guts. I don't think that's a big difference, unless you're going to like a real heavy door that needs an I-beam rail. But this comes with your standard T-rail that is more than sufficient for 80% of the doors out there. Unless you got something real big and real heavy, this is generally going to be plenty of opener for your door. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Like I said, they've pared down their line. They only really have 4 models right now. I mean, plus or minus battery backup, but more or less, it's just a couple of models, so it's not as confusing as it once was. And it's really just what you're looking for feature-wise. Do you want a quieter belt drive like this one, or the less, a little bit noisier chain drive, the one below this? Is that one good enough for you? So it really depends on you, your home, if there's bedrooms above the garage, if you would want a belt drive, if noise is a factor for you. If noise isn't an issue, then maybe the regular 2220L is just fine. They are pretty quiet for chain drives, but this is a great unit. We've done a bunch of these. They seem to work pretty well. And like I said, a lot of the reasons we're changing these out is because we're seeing a ton of interference, and knock on wood, we haven't seen any interference issues with these yet. They came out the end of last year, so they've been around for about a month or so, or a few months. But so far, so good with these. Hopefully that trend continues. We're pretty happy with the new line. They seem to be pretty smooth and geared to work with all the smart features and all the app features that you're going to want that they continue to come out with. But as of right now, these new Liftmasters, we do like them. Few issues with home linking sometimes. Those are the buttons inside your car. I do have a video on that, the updated one for 3.0, because it's a little bit different programming, and I've been able to get everything programmed as far as home links with some of the older cars. I'm told it's 2016 or newer on the cars, and they have to have a version of HomeLink 4 or better. But I did get a 2015 Acura to work the other day. So far I haven't had any issues, but I have been hearing a lot of issues. So keep that in mind if you are upgrading to one of these and you have an older car. You may need to keep a handheld remote in your car if you're used to using the HomeLink. But other than that, these things have been great. Nice, solid, quiet, well-rounded machines that got all the features you could ever want or need in a residential opener. So we recommend it. And if you're in the North Jersey area and interested in a new garage door opener, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you, give you an estimate, and maybe we can come put one in for you guys. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks.